I'm Mrs. Anne-Marie Marty, and I want to make a demonstration of a new type of massage, which is called organ breathing massage. This is something you can do on your own, but first you have to learn it. And it was designed after 4 weeks of work doing research for Master Chia, translating a marvelous video from Fiametti, who is a Belgian osteopath, and he has done a lot of research on breathing. And after working on his videos and translating the videos for Master Chia, reading his book, I designed this type of massage. I must tell you that you can do it on your own, but you have to learn it. You will see how I will push her belly, push her chest down. So someone has to teach you, because there are 4 steps, because we have 4 diaphragms. And you do it on your own without any connection with Chiang or any type of massage. And you can also, and this is how I work now, I always include this in my Chiang massage. Why? Because we are going to work on all the bowels, all the organs, in the rib cage, in the abdominal, but you're going to do a lot of works on the tendons, the diaphragm tendons, in the front. Then she will have to curve her back, and she'll work on the tendons attaching the psoas in the lumbar and the intercostal muscles and tendons. So it's a lot of work for tendons. So this is good to do on your own, but it's good to use it in the massage. I decided to improve this massage because I've been doing it several times for people coming, osteopath and naturopath coming to receive a Chiang massage. And then we discovered that lamps dissolved, that the bowels, because she's going to do, a bowel is going to do like a wave, a bowels intestine came into place, and that she could, sometimes people can empty the bile duct or empty the pancreas duct just with this kind of movement. So now this is enough. Oh yes, no, not enough talking. There are some warnings. Ask the lady always whether they have an IUD. If it's the case, it's not contraindication. But if the case, you don't push, and they can do it alone. But you won't push their bladder and uterus up, because this could cause bleeding. So ask always whether they have an IUD. Another contraindication this time, it's when people have got cysts or fibrosis in the uterus. You can do it, but do it mildly, and they can learn to do it alone, because the advantage of this breathing is that you will energize all your organs. They will get chi, they will get more blood flow and lymphatic flow, and then it improves a lot. So the other advantage for the abdomen is that people will, it can treat urine leaking for women. It can move up the uterus and make the uterus get more flow of blood and lymph and work better. For men, it's good because, and for women, the ovaries too. And for men, the prostate, because we'll have to squeeze the anus and the perineum, and the prostate will be working more. When we do this breathing technique on the bottom of the rib cage, this says when you encounter more difficulties with people out of the Tao, out of Qigong, because they don't know. This comes to breathing in your kidneys, and for some people it's quite difficult the first time. But when they don't get it the first time, the second time it improves a lot. Then we'll deal with this, the throat diaphragm, and usually it's not that much difficult, and I will explain step by step, as you could see on your paper. One step, you won't see anything. I will guide her to breathe in her head. So this, I will guide her it's a bit, of course, it's much like the orbit, but you have to cut into different bits and different steps. And you hold your breathing. The main thing is that this breathing massage deals with holding your breath with your lungs when your lungs are full, holding your breath when your lungs are empty. And when you do that, it's during the resting period, the yin period of holding your breath, that you can hear gurgling and things happening in the intestines and in the organs. So enough talking. I want to introduce you, Sabine. She has never done anything with me. She knows nothing, so no cheating. If she doesn't understand me, it means I was not clear enough, so I'll have to repeat and explain again, okay? What I wish is no question during the demonstration. And afterward, this is why you have so few chairs. I would like afterwards to have enough time to ask you to lie down on a mattress, and I want you to go away with the technique of the pelvic diaphragm. Because if you've got this and you do it every day, it's amazing. Really, no more constipation, no more urine leaking. It really does a great job. But I hope we have time. If ever we don't get in tune, it's too long or we have too many questions, if you want it, I'll organize another practice time for you. We did it this summer, and there were 20 people, and it worked. And Aisha will be there to help me deal with the many people. So we'll try our best. I have no idea how it's going to work. Thank you. So, Sabrina. So, I'm going to sit in the car-side position. So for European people, first time you have to explain. You'll see me with my legs on top of you. Don't be frightened. You just say, it's a car-side position in Thai. And they accept it. So when you do it alone, you bend your knees like this. She's going to stand on me. And I'm going to work on this pelvic area, the urogenital diaphragm. So you may be surprised by what I'm going to ask her. So, of course, first I did ask for the force, prepare the body, as you do for Chinese song. Even if people know nothing about it, you don't come and dip your fingers into anybody's belly. So first, remember what the preparation you have to do for Chinese song. Asking the force, being grounded, and then preparing the body with golden fish and a lot of things. So you consider we're ready. Are you ready? Okay, so first I want her to work on that part of her body. If I push my finger here, just above the pelvic bone, I can dip my finger. So I want her to first, and we have to work slowly, step by step. First, you feel your belly. Breathe in with the nose, feel. She must curve her back so that I will pull down her tendons and work on the tendons. More, yes? Now, when it's full, stop breathing, and I want her to push the air, or I should say the chi, down here. I mustn't, see, I cannot put my finger anymore there. And she hold, stop, too much. Breathe out. We must pay attention. They must not get red. I talk too much. So I talk. Never choke. Breathe when it's time for you. Okay, we're going to do it second time, because this is only the first step. For some people, it's difficult to bring air here. So ask people not to be like this. Just do it, say, smile, which is not easy, really. First time, no. Okay, breathe in, feel your belly, more, curve, stop feeling, push down, push the air down, the chi down, see? And she has at the same time to press, squeeze our perineum, squeeze perineum and anus. Then, resting time, breathe out. Open your mouth. You have to breathe out with open mouth to let more CO2 out. The more you release, the more you can get it. Okay, you breathe out as much as you need. If you need more, you do more. First step, full. Second step, you push. Then you hold. And while you hold, then you breathe out. And when your lungs are empty, breathe out again, because we talk and she must have breathed. I will ask her to flatten her belly, and with my fingers, I will seize the bladder, the uterus, and she must flatten and push everything up. More, up, up. You can see, stop. You don't do it too long. If you cannot, don't choke.
You hold my breath? Yeah?
No, you have to try when you have a big belly, you push down, try and hold. While you squeeze, don't forget to squeeze the perineum and the anus and push the air down. Then breathe out again, open your mouth more, okay? And then don't take any air, you expand the air, remaining air. No, I want you to flatten your belly. Okay? And you squeeze the perineum. And this is resting time. Now, we're going to do it again because it's not that clear. Aisha, she does it as a real wave, you know, but she's used to doing it. So it's good to see with someone, because the first time you might be a bit disturbed when people don't really catch what you want. When you have done the complete set, breathe in. Don't do it. We'll do it afterwards because it's too long when I talk. Breathe in, make a big belly, curve your back, stop, push towards the pelvic area, hold, then breathe out. When it's over, your lungs are empty, flatten the belly, squeeze the perineum, and push everything up. So you work on this diaphragm, but you work on this one. In fact, you see the small intestine, the colon, everything, the ovary, the bladder, and the uterus, everything is moving upward. Then take some air and breathe out. And you have to do it 3 or 4 times. People with uterus problem, you do it 6 or 9 times more. But you don't do one set, the second one, after one set, she needs 3 or 4 breaths to adjust. She must recover her own pace, her own rhythm. Well, I said no question, but has it been clear, or should we do it a set again? One more? Yeah, try and make a big belly like my, otherwise I'll show you my big belly. With mine, you're sure you see it. Okay, so first, breathe in and fill your belly. Curve your back because you must work on the psoas. Now, push. Yes, you see, it's very hard. I cannot put it in. Rest, breathe out, open the mouth, breathe out, out, out. When no more air, she doesn't take any air, and flatten, I can feel, flatten your belly and push everything up without any breathing. And my fingers try to catch the bladder and push the bladder and the uterus. Take some air and breathe in again, and resting time. Okay? Is that okay? With some people, it's clearer because they make a big belly, so it's easier for you to see. But what you have to remember is that when she works on that part of this diaphragm, here I can enter. When she pushes the air and the chi, I cannot enter anymore. But she has to squeeze our perineum, and we are going to use the perineum all the way up. We have 4 diaphragms. I didn't say it because you've got it on your papers, and they are all linked together. When she works there, she activates, because she squeezes the perineum, she activates the cranial diaphragm too. The most difficult part for people who are not doing any Qigong or anything with respiratory method is when you ask them now, if you say, we're going to deal with the diaphragm, people think, yeah, and sorry, they breathe here on top. In fact, no, we're only going to work on the lower part of the rib cage. And I will ask her to flatten, press, no, don't do anything, press her back so that she will open the rib cage, not rise, open the rib cage, feel this part, feel the back. It's like the kidney breathing. She will feel like a ring of air all around the bottom of the thorax. And one thing you can ask people to do, which really helps them, even without doing more than the first step, is tell them that they can do it anywhere in the class, in the car. When you don't know what to do, you breathe, pushing down. You don't do it, because breathe pushing down your rib cage. It will send the air down to the belly, and the remaining air down to the belly, and then you can open the rib cage much better, and it will make people work on the diaphragm, the thoracic diaphragm. And why do I ask her to breathe without taking any air? We've got nearly 3 liters of air in the lungs. We only use half a liter. There she's got, at the bottom of her lungs, she's got 2.5 liters of air that is never getting out, unless when you're out of breath. But if she does this, breathe out, don't take any air, breathe out, she will expel. More, open the mouth, you must open the mouth. You see, she pushes and the belly moves. And when you do that, you carry on the belly movement, the wave, and you make your intestine move up and down. It carries on the same movement. So we're trying this thing. First, ask people to breathe out. Go, breathe out, push down, push more. She was told to do breathing techniques. Now, breathe in and put your hands on mine. You will see what I put your hands on mine. People must notice that breathe out. When they do, their hands go down and the fingers are narrowing. Now, breathe in, but don't open, and this is where you help them. And she holds her breath, and do you feel anything in the back? Sometimes it's a bit difficult. Breathe out. Down, push down, push down. I could hear something, choop, one duct emptied. Just this, in that part, when you do that, you massage the liver, stomach, pancreas, and spleen. And at the same time, you carry on moving the intestine. Okay, so that was the first step. We do it again, and we'll add the empty lung step. Out. You see my hands are coming closer. Now, breathe in, open the rib cage, open. A liver is working. My God, the gallbladder is working. It makes a lot of noise. And she can pull my wrist, pull. Okay, too much. Breathe out. Breathe out. Now, she's breathing out. Don't take any air. And she has to open just in the same way without taking air. This means, it's difficult. She's resisting. It's difficult because she will try to feel her belly, try to feel here. So relax. When this happens, relax. Breathe out. Okay? Now open. Don't breathe anymore. Open. And this, see, without any more air, she can open this time. After. Okay. Is it okay? It's really difficult. People find it tiring the first time. And then they do it every day without any problem. But you ask tendons and muscles to work, but tendons and muscles you are not used to work with, you know, so this is why it's a bit difficult. And something else, people think that when they breathe out, they have to work with their abdominal muscles. We don't care about muscles, we care about tendons. So don't use your big muscles here. And something I didn't do in front of you is, because we did before you start, you check, like for chin and tongue, and you see the lamps, the tension, and after you have done the pelvic diaphragm, you test again and make them feel you had a lamp and the lamp has disappeared. Now here, you just can feel that you can enter much more under the lever. So you test before, you test after the exercise. And you will discover that you can enter much more after doing once or twice. Okay? So we're going to do the whole set for the bottom of the rib cage. Breathe out. Okay, push the air, push the remaining air. Okay, relax and open. Breathe in. Oh, breathe in, relax. If you can't, yes, it's coming. Yes. Pull my wrists. Tire sur mes poignets. Tire-les. Okay. Stop. Breathe in. Out. Yes. And now she doesn't take any air and she opens it the same way. Yes, second time, easy. Second time it was very easy. Do you feel the ring around? Yeah. And you strengthen your kidneys doing that, really. And, okay, take some air and down. I can even tell you that when you have heartburn, if you do that 2 or 3 times, it's over. And with this technique, people empty their stomach. Some patients have difficulty with the digestive tract problem is in the stomach. 6 hours after a meal, you can still hear the water and they have a big bump. With this type of massage, the stomach empties. So has it been clear enough so we can go to the third one? Yes? No? You know, I understand now, she was told to do some breathing because she's ever so stiff, really. So maybe, I hope it was clear enough. But of course, Aisha, she could show it much easier. She's a little bit more supple. This is the funny step when I have to jump over her. When she works with me, no problem, she can, usually I put something, oh yes, we've got one. It's much better. Yeah, no, boss. But when you do on your own, you put your feet close to the bottom. Now we're going to work on that part. Oh yes, sorry. We were told you have to change size. Otherwise, my back is in the... No, you don't want it on your head. Here. No, maybe it's too. So now I will ask her to first breathe out, and I hope you will see if she can move rib cage a little bit more. You'll see the air going down, which means the pelvic diaphragm will be working. Every time we work with one diaphragm, the others are working more or less. If they have not been trained, they don't work much. But when they have been trained, that is much easier. And then you see my hands like this. I will ask her to feel the top of the rib cage so that she can feel air up to the chin. She will breathe in here, here, up to here. You must feel the air coming up to here to activate the scapular diaphragm. So first, always, because this helps a lot, breathe out without taking air. Push, 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 push your belly. You see the belly is moving, you see? Now, breathe in, and she must make my hands rise this way. Curve your back the more you can. More, and she must tilt her shoulders and, okay. Now, I want her to do more. Stretch, stretch. I want her to squeeze our shoulder blades. Sometimes it's half a centimeter. And now, squeeze the perineum. And you hold 2-3 seconds. Breathe out. Down, down. Push everything down. Down. Good. Yes, it's coming. Now, no more air. You have remaining air, 2.5 liters. I want it to come back right to the chin. Push the air. Don't take a knee. Push the air. More. Bend, bend, bend. Yes. Rise here. And you can help her. It's not hurtful. You help her stretch the tendons of the psoas this way. Now, try and squeeze your shoulder blade. Serre les omoplates. Yeah. Squeeze the perineum. That's enough. Thank you. Breathe out. Push down, push everything down. Down. Okay. Okay, rest. This is the full set. After this, she needs time to recover her own rhythm. It's not gymnastic. Every move must be done consciously. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe it's good, but it's not what I intend to do. Anyway. Is it clear for you? Oh, yes, you've got it there. Okay. So when she's ready, and ask people really to feel so much that they can feel the air. They are full of air, up to here. Ils en ont ras le bol. That's a joke for French people. Okay, so shall we start? On recommence? And check the shoulders. She must tilt her shoulders like this. Okay, pas maintenant. Right. We start again. First, insist on the breathing without taking air to get out, expel the vicious air. And the more you expel, the more clean oxygen you can get. And the more you mobilize your organs, and the more you energize them. So first, expel. Very good. Our belly is moving much better. Okay. Inhale. Pull, pull, pull. Curve your back, curve your back. Yes, we must work on the psoas tendons. Yes. Tilt, tilt. No. Okay. Now, squeeze the shoulder blade. Squeeze the perineum. Yeah, and when you squeeze the perineum, sometimes it's the right thing to do, and people empty the stomach. Because les grands droits. I don't know how to say in English. How do you say les grands droits? The tendons that breathe out. Yes, you do it. Don't choke. Do it, please. Don't choke on the table. You've got tendons, you know, the 7 lines that link the diaphragm to the pubic bone and the hips. So when I pull the rib cage up, it stretches those tendons. Okay? Did we do the empty face? I don't remember. Okay, we'll do it again. The full series. Breathe out. Push, 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 push down, push down, push down, push down. Breathe in. Curve your back, push your breast. You want to have a big breast. Tilt your shoulder, yeah. Squeeze the shoulder blade, squeeze the perineum, and it brings this much higher. Take some air, breathe out. Okay, now she's got empty lungs, at least she thinks so, but she still have got 2.5 liters. So don't take any air and pull the air, the remaining air, up again. Pull it up, curve your back, pull. Squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze the perineum, and take some air and breathe again. Breathe out. Okay. Is it clear? Yes? The only thing is you have to experience it in your own body. This is so what we are going to do now is something that will resemble what you know about the microcosmic orbit, but we're going to divide in several steps, and you won't see anything. Usually, but I'm not going to do it here because we did not have time. I don't know how relaxed she is, you know. Fiammetti discovered that our bones, the suture of our bones, if they are not adjusted to 1 millimeter, it causes digestive problem, breathing problem, and lots of problem. So he said that in the United States, when the newborn is there, right away the maid had the baby with rotation of the head, so they want to be sure the sutures are in the right position. This is the same for adults. Some people have breathing or digestive problem because the suture of the bones are not in the right position. It's a question of 1/10 of millimeter, very, very tiny things. And usually I do head rotations, but I'm not going to do it here. And I advise people who come and learn the technique with me, don't do it on anyone that is just even a tiny, you try, I show you what you try. You just try, hold their head, start doing this. If they can't let you move, don't do the rotation. But today I'm going to avoid it. And I'm not sure it's something good to do if you're not, you know, you don't want to break their neck. Le coup du lapin. So if you want to learn, I can teach it, but I would not advise everyone to do it on everyone. Some people are very resistant. Just when you hold their head, they feel tense. So now we're going to deal with the cranial diaphragm. But when she squeezes her perineum for the pelvic diaphragm, squeeze her perineum for the scapular diaphragm, every time, and when she moved this one too, she moved this one inside. But there is one special step to emphasize and open more this diaphragm and make it move more. So it's a bit difficult. And I'm not sure, sometimes we can see, but it's inside. So you don't do anything, I will explain. She has to breathe from the lower part of the body. And here is Bench, and she has a very, very good technique. When she wants women to squeeze their perineum, she says, just give a kiss to the earth. This is no more than a kiss to the earth. I think it's wonderful. Wonderful. Thanks, Bench. Sorry, man, I don't know how to teach you. I have no idea. Because it's easy for us. It's a second mouth, and it's kissing. So she will breathe, first starting from the perineum, and she will breathe little sip. And you must see the lower part of the belly, the thorax getting full. And when she comes to the nose, I will ask her to carry on, taking air in, opening the nose, breathing with the sinuses. And when she reaches the crown, she holds there. Of course, you won't hold 20 or 60 minutes, seconds, seconds. Just a few seconds. And then she breathes out from the top, the third. She will have to breathe with the third eye too, in, and then out, inside, there. Sorry, I think I have to drink. Here, back to the perineum. Excuse me. This is the first step. Breathing in, holding on the crown. You can feel heat when they do it. Heat is coming. The chi is coming. And then breathe out. Breathe out, hold in the perineum, and then breathe without breathing. Breathe, but not breathe. She stopped there, no more air, and she will push the chi, perineum, coccyx, sacrum, Megman, T11, C7, jade pillow, back to the crown. Hold there, 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, and the other way on the surface. So you breathe out with the conception, and yes, and you breathe out this way and breathe in with the governor channel. And first time you breathe in, you breathe out this way. I did it wrong, sorry. You breathe, I start again. You breathe in with the medium channel inside the body, what we worked this morning. The medium vessel right in the middle, medium channel. And it goes to the throat, then the nose, sinuses, up to the crown. You hold, you breathe on top to the throat, and you go down there with le vaisseau conception. Then you hold, and you push on the governor vessel. Push the air. In fact, you push the chi up to the crown again. Hold as long as you can, and down. So I just guide her, but you may not see much. Unless when she breathes in, you may see the belly activated. But I must tell you, most people don't need to and won't make the effort to do that forced diaphragm breathing. But if they activate this one, and this one a lot, because we have to enlarge and stretch our tendons here and develop the chest here, if they do the 3 first steps, it's quite good. So, Sabrina, you ready? Can you breathe from the perineum? A little sip, another sip, another sip, another sip. Come to the chin, and when you come to the head, open your nose, breathe largely, breathe with the sinuses, with your third eye, and lead the air to the crown. You stay as long as you can. You don't strain yourself. Okay? breathe out, out. And you could see, push the air down, push the air. Okay, then when she reaches the perineum, she stops breathing, she doesn't take any air, and she will have little sip by little sip, breathe but not breathe, push the chi. So now it's, maybe you breathe once more in between. No? Okay, it's there. Perineum, coccyx, sacrum, migmen, T11, C7, T8 pillow, and hold on the crown. It's warm. Don't strain yourself when you need. Okay, down again. And think of pushing always, every time you exhale, push the air down. Well, this is a bit, but it's difficult for people who have never done the microcosmic orbit, but I'm sure for you it's no problem at all, except that you have to stop and hold on the crown with full lungs and empty lungs. So we won't strain her anymore. Thank you. You've been lovely to do this with me. Thank you so much. Now I can answer your question, and if we can practice for, yeah? Have you got question? And then you take, yes?
Wait.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
When you exhale, you push the belly.
Yeah. No, it's the reverse. You can imagine the, yeah. Yeah, yes, I see what you mean. You know, when I showed this to a physiotherapist, I handed the description. I said, this is silly. What you're doing is completely silly. We don't exhale pushing the belly. I said, stand on the table. I show you. I said, gosh, it works. And it's true. It's kind of reverse breathing. When you exhale, you push down. It's a kind, I would not call it reverse breathing, but push down. It's not exactly reverse breathing, but it's contrary to what every physiotherapist asks you to do. And this is why at the first time they said, oh no, I can't. Because usually exhale, you pull in. But it is exhale, push down. You had a question, maybe? No, attends. Et puis après, afterwards, you hold your chair or you lay down if you want to try, and I will guide you on and show you how you can do. And when you do it on yourself, women, you seize your bladder and uterus, you crotch, hook, and you pull it up. No, you do what Ben said. You kiss with your perineum every state. And there is one state when you have to squeeze it for what we're going to do now. And when you do the scapular diaphragm, one stop, you squeeze it. Okay. But every time it is conscious, it's there, it's not open. Otherwise, the chi flows away. Yes?
Menstruating, or if a woman is
no problem. No problem. You know, it will energize the uterus and the ovaries. They feel it will be better for them. No pain. No. The only thing I've not done is on a pregnant woman. So I don't know whether it's good, whether we should do it or not. But when you do it on your own, you know where to stop. Okay? So you lie down with your... No, I'm not going to do it because my belly is too big. For the French people, I will give you the translation.